It's your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3. Now, last weekend, Durban was fuming with cars, and Gavin and Chiro from Overdrive TV and our very own Expresso were there. And Chiro, I think they left behind in Durban. We've only got Gavin with us this morning on Expresso. Where is Chiro?
I think he's probably still wandering around the Moses Mabhida, wondering where all the cars have gone. But yeah, it was honestly, it was the most magical weekend, one of the best I've ever had in my life. It was fantastic. I was convinced I died on the plane crash on the way there. I thought I was in heaven. It was.
For people that don't know what we're talking about, Top Gear Festival.
The Top Gear Festival, yes, absolutely, yeah. No, it was absolutely mind-blowing. If you didn't go this year, you've got to get there next year. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Now, you didn't only get to test out awesome cars at Top Gear, you also drove an awesome car.
We did. We drove Subaru. We were kind enough to give us the new Forester diesel Boxer, which was just an amazing car. As you know, I'm a huge Subaru fan, and yeah, it's not as quick as their petrol ones, but a fantastic car. So thanks to Subaru for giving us that.
What was the highlight quickly before we take a look at what you guys did behind the scenes?
Besides meeting Sasha Martinengo, I don't know. No, it was just one of the best. There's no words to describe how every minute of it was mind-blowing. It was great. There were old Formula One cars. We got to meet Clarkson, Hammond and May. It was just the best ever.
Were you like little schoolboys running around there?
That's exactly what we were like. Yeah, it was. We were basically just running around, just pointing and running, and we had the cameras following us. It was fantastic.
Well, let's see what the guys really got up to at the Top Gear Festival last weekend in Durban. We're still on a fuming high after last weekend's Top Gear Festival in Durbs that saw the 5 biggest petrol heads on the planet unite as the popular Top Gear trio met Expresso's automobile guys, Chiro and Gav.
Hi guys, welcome to Durban again, and thanks for being with Overdrive TV on the Expresso show on SABC3. I'm sure I speak for the whole country when I say thanks for bringing the Top Gear Festival back to South Africa. Let's start with some Formula One. Let's say you had carte blanche to design your own Formula series. What would it be? What would it look like?
The next formula should be you are limited to the amount of energy you can consume and the width of the car. Those are the only two aspects of the formula. After that, you can do what you want. Wrong. How can it be wrong?
Because it's wrong.
It's my opinion.
Which, as usual,
my opinion, so
it's based on nonsense.
It's not based on nonsense.
It is based on nonsense. Because I've got a much... Listen to my idea.
Yeah.
Take Formula One as it is, and you use sprinklers. Random sprinklers come out, and it's so easy to do. Every track you can just put sprinklers on the side, and Charlie White, you know, man who starts the race, just occasionally just does that. And it's just so, if you've just changed your tyres, tough luck. If you haven't, and that's how to make it interesting.
I think actually we should put pedestrians in, because Formula One designers, they always argue that this is where the car is developed, this is the white heat of technology and the crucible of engineering progress, but it isn't, because in the real world there are pedestrians. So why aren't there pedestrians in F1? And why aren't there speed humps? And why aren't there traffic lights?
The theme of the 2012 festival was Olympic and saw scooter chariots doing majestic laps. In their everyday lives, the Top Gear team gets rides in less illustrious vehicles.
I'd have a gin and tonic.
I drive to the pub, and now my daughter's passed her driving test so that she can come and pick me up. So I go home in a little 1.2-litre Ford Fiesta. You do go out. Will you go out on your motorbicycle occasionally?
Quite often, yes.
For a bike ride, yes.
You go for a bike ride?
Yes. And I would probably take...
I ride bicycles as well because I'm very conscious of the environmental impact of internal combustion engine.
That's good. And also the hilarity that your appearance on a bicycle generates is a boon.
You haven't
when
seen
you
it.
pull up at a set of traffic lights on your bicycle,
I don't go on the road on it, I go on tracks.
when people encounter you, do they laugh uproariously at the fact that you're on a bicycle?
To be honest, they tend not to realise it's me because it seems so improbable. Plus I wear a mask of your face.
The event saw the team set aside the supercars as the popular car soccer made a return. These guys take motoring to the next level, and some sets of wheels are more memorable than others.
Well, I've driven all the ones I want to drive, but the one it's about as awful as a car can be to drive, but the one that still fills me with the most sort of fizz is a Lancia Stratos.
Oh, you bugger, aren't you?
It's such a pretty car, that.
It is. I mean, I would have gone for that, but if I can't have that, I did once drive an original Monte Carlo spec Mini Cooper from the 60s, which is, you know, an impossibly cramped and uncomfortable thing, but as a sort of a way of enjoying a car and what it does, I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
Mark 1 Escort Mexico.
So we've all said
we are on
rally cars,
yes,
even though none of us like rally. You're quite good at rally.
I like rally.
The Moses Mabhida Stadium was packed, and it's reckoned that the festival injects about 59 million rand into KwaZulu-Natal. in a great collaboration between corporates, local government and the entertainment industry.
When you look at a Top Gear event, it's all about performance, yeah? And performance is also about how you do things in teams. And you look at Top Gear 3 guys who are pretty eccentric, I won't call them mavericks, but you know, they know how to create excitement, yeah? And if you look at V-Power, V-Power is a fantastic fuel, and we think it's complementary, yeah? So how do you position performance with a high quality fuel that gives you better engine life, better performance, and is also an environmentally friendly fuel?
Now, of course, it's so much fun to watch cars explode and crash in the Top Gear Festival arena, but that's not the real world. The real world, we need a big focus on safety, and I know Shell is very involved with that. Tell us about that.
Yes, we've seen quite a lot of explosions and crazy driving today, but we married up with iPledge, the company that are talking to the South African nation about how can I personally take safety seriously when I'm on the road, when I'm driving. And for us, we thought, well, what better way than to bring 2,000 school children into the environment, show them a tour of Top Gear, and then get some celebrities to come and talk to them. And that was really inspirational and a very, very powerful thing to do. So we're looking forward to working more in that space in the future.
As a spectacular end to the festival, the Top Gear live stunt team has set a new world record by becoming the first to complete a double loop-the-loop on 4 wheels. Bookmark topgearfestival.co.za right now for the 2013 dates.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.